Hey everybody, this is take two. Hopefully you can hear me. I just muted myself, so that was a trick. But hopefully, can you hear me? Okay. This is Isa, your host of the Bug Scope, broadcasting for the weekly broadcast. Excellent. Yay. I'm glad that the audio is coming through now. So I have had some time to use and test out and play around with this microscope, this dissection scope that I got thanks to viewers like you who support the broadcast from awards and from supporting me on Patreon and then also here on HAPS with the monthly subscription. So thank you so much. No matter whichever way you may have supported. We got this dissection scope, which is a it has, wait, I'm blanking out. I'm like in the hot seat now. I'm blanking out because of the false start. But it has three trifocal. It has the two eyepieces for me to look through. It also has a third part for a camera to look through. You can see right up here. This is the camera. That's the view that you guys will get as we look at the species we're taking a look at today, which is the northern apple sphinx moth. Hi, Travis. Hi, David. Hey, Frank. Yeah, yay for sound. It's a whole new world when there's sound in the picture. Much easier to communicate. My afternoon is going pretty well now that we have sound. Thank you, Travis. Yeah, so like a month ago, I had my friend Sammy here who was visiting from home in Philadelphia. And that day when she was here, my housemate had brought back like 5 different really cool looking moths from a trip that he had made up north in northern Michigan. And one of those moths laid a bunch of eggs, and then those eggs hatched, and I've been taking care of them. I have been feeding them apple from the tree outside in the yard, and they've been growing. And so I wanted to introduce you to the siblings, the northern apple sphinx moth siblings. I believe that's the species. There's a very closely related species. This one is called sphinx poecula. Poecula, I think that's how you pronounce it. Not 100% sure, but I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see yourself what it is, what that scientific spelling is. There's another very closely related species called Sphinx gordius, which is the apple sphinx moth as opposed to the northern apple sphinx moth. But I think this one, based on where it was found and the range, I believe this one is the northern sphinx moth. And let me get rid of this. So I hope that when I share my screen to show you guys the camera view up here, that everything stays okay. I know it's a lot of extra work for my computer to have to stream this broadcast and then also stream the information from this and have that stream go to this stream. And then, there's a lot going on there for the computer, but we will give it a go and see how it works. And hopefully the audio will stay in place as we try that as well. Yes, I'm a bug mom now. That's right. I'm taking care of these little guys. There are a bunch of them, different sizes. It's very interesting to me how different caterpillars will grow at different rates. I mean, that's how it is for pretty much all animals, I suppose. Maybe a little more obvious with bugs. So if I hold this up, you can start to count. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here in the frame. And there's more down here on the stage of the dissection scope. Hello, Erie. Yes, this is a unique stream, I know, for Twitch. And I have accidentally, thank you. Oh, there's a bunch of people on Twitch who are here. Hello, welcome. There's a bunch of, what was I even saying? Oh, I have stepped on one before in the past, and it's very, very sad to do. It's just all these guts splash out, and it's what a shame, but bugs are cute. Yeah, so for those of you over on Twitch, as long as there are no spiders, I'll stay lol. Haha, you are here for the right broadcast, although I do have a spider to show later on, but I'll save it for later on, so you can stick around for now, and I'll give a warning when we get there. Great to have you guys here, and thank you. And wow, lots of comments. Okay. No spiders, please. Yeah, I have some new rings from my birthday's next week, and Ramon got me some really cool rings and new jewelry, which I'll share with you guys too in a moment, I guess, or maybe right now. And one is this crab ring, which reminds me of the ocean. So really, it's cast based off of real crab real crab claws. So I love it because it reminds me of the beach where I love to go surfing and spend time with family. And then I also have a tortoise beetle ring. And those of you who know me know that tortoise beetles are my favorite insect. So this one was especially exciting to receive. So it's from a Etsy website called Ball and Chain. I think the person who makes it, their last name is Ball or something like that. And then they make things that are on chains. Like here, let me show you guys this one too. I'm especially excited about this one here. This is a stag beetle. The head of a stag beetle. You can see its eyes and the mandibles. Sorry, I'm trying to hold it in a way where it's not too right here. So this is cast from a real insect. So as an entomologist, very excited to have these accessories. So I have more excuses to talk about different types of bugs. Yep. Yeah. So I will post. I don't have a way to do this on Haps, you guys. I mean, on Twitch. So I'm sorry, but here on Haps, where I'm broadcasting from, I can post the link to the Etsy site for anybody who's interested. I'll do that after the broadcast. All right. So okay, let's take a look at. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Let's take a look at the caterpillars under the scope. Let's hope that when I share the screen, nothing bad will happen. Wow. Interesting. Thanks for the explanation. Thanks for being here. Compliment Troll Army. Let's see the caterpillars and the spiders. Woo! It's overwhelming to have the army present, but in a fun way. I love that this exists. And how do we join this army if we want to join the army? That's my question now. If one wants to join the army, oops, I need to bring up the app. I'm late. Do you guys have a sign up so we can get coordinated? Thank you guys. What are you guys' favorite insects or arthropods? Army? Compliment Army? There's a Discord. Post the link to the Discord. I want to join. It's what a great thing to spread happiness and lift people up. I love that a lot. And very random and cool to have you guys pop in here. Yeah, so drop the link in the chat. Cool. All right, so I'm going to load the camera now so we can take a close look at the caterpillars and we can compliment the caterpillars. That's basically what I do on this broadcast. We basically bring up insects and we compliment them and admire them and stand back and look in awe at how awesome of a planet that we live on. Okay, so sharing now. I like all the bugs. Excellent. Okay, so here we go. Let me get me on here too. Can I do both me and my shared screen? I hope so. That's what I want. Excellent. All right, so let's find a caterpillar to compliment. Here. Which of you caterpillars wants to be complimented today? Maybe this one here has a beautiful face. I think there are a bunch of, so here's part of it. Actually, let's get a simpler one where we can see the whole body, because the whole body is very cool on these caterpillars. Zoom up. Uh-oh, I need to move it even higher. How do I do that? Oops. Okay. Sorry for the blur, and thanks for your patience with this transition. So here is our beautiful caterpillar coming into focus now. Oops. And you can see has a really interesting coloration. Let me see if I can get it even more in focus because it looks a little bit blurry still to me. Yeah. I think it is napping. These ones are active mostly during the night, and you can see its cute little feet in the corner. They are called, right here, if you see the little, I'm trying to get right there. You see those little spikes on its legs, on those hind feet? Those are called crochets. If any of you ever crochet or knit, it's basically it's that same word, crochet. And all those little spines there, we can zoom in on it too, are what help it hold on to leaves. That's what makes that strange sensation when you have a caterpillar on your hand. Oops, wrong direction for focus. I love bug feet. I will compliment bug feet all day long. So you can kind of see those little spikes down there. And then up at the top, those red little knobs, those are its true legs. So sometimes people get a little confused about all the legs that caterpillars seem to have, but it's important to remember that they do have 6 legs, just like any other insect. So yeah, the cutest little crochets, and different caterpillars will have different numbers of crochets on their feet, on each foot, and they'll have different lengths. Some will have 3 different lengths of crochets on their feet. Some will have the same length all around. It's one way that people diagnose what type of caterpillar they have. Yes, and then they have breathing spiracles. Insects don't have noses, but they have breathing spiracles all down their side. And those are those orange dots, those orange little slivers that you see. Let me see if I can get them in focus. It's very hard to get things in focus at this magnitude. Oh, like a caterpillar is moving too. But those little orange slivers, which are kind of in the middle of the length of its body, those are the spiracles that are the opening, the way that the insect breathes. They open and close. And then we'll go back to the face and say hello to this caterpillar that's getting its 15 minutes of fame. You can see its little eye specks in the front. Those are called stomata. And you can just see how all these different color patterns and the shades and the speckling and the different lines, those up close, it doesn't really make sense, but farther away, it helps the insect blend into its surroundings and survive. My favorite insect, aloof special, is the golden tortoise beetle, which changes color from gold to red when it's disturbed. And yes, I'm a scientist. I'm an entomologist and photographer. And I work at the Academy of Natural Sciences in Philadelphia, the museum there. Although next year, I'll be in Indonesian Borneo studying the insects there and photographing them. I might have one to show you, super duper. I was just observing yesterday that there were some golden tortoise beetles outside on the morning glory plant. One thing that's great about insects is that if you plant the habitat that they love, if you plant native plants and food plants for them, they're going to show up. They're going to show up and really enjoy the space that you created for them. And so insects are very resilient, and they're so important for our world. They pollinate, they cycle nutrients, and it's really easy to create habitat to help sustain them. So before I go get a tortoise beetle, you can't do spiders, no problem. Before we do the tortoise beetle, it's moving its mouth a little bit, maybe to say hi to all of you. I want to show you the one other distinguishing feature that it has. You can also see its tiny little antenna below the eye spot stomata, which are right, let me see if I can point it out, right over, it's down here. Whoops, right over there, the little antenna. So their antenna don't stick up and out because there's nothing important for them to feel up. They stick down so they can touch the plant and feel the plant and know that it's their food to eat it. So I'll see if, oh, here's one that's eating. So before we go to the golden tortoise beetle, let's look at this eating caterpillar. Hungry little caterpillar. Pardon the, please buckle in as we transfer you to the next destination. I know sometimes all the shifting around can get a little turbulent and, oops, wrong direction. All right, zooming in. Oh, it stopped eating right when we came over. Maybe it'll continue in a moment. Oh, it's kind of gnashing its teeth. All right, thanks, compliment team. It was great to have you. Catch you later. Please drop your link for the Discord so we can recruit more and so I can join you because it seems like a really fun organization that you have. Cheers. Sounds great. Please do. Yeah, thanks for dropping the Discord. I'm going to share it on the screen so people can, who are not just on Twitch, can see it and join along if they so desire. So great. Yeah, I would love to have you guys back. Cool. All right. I can go see, for all of you who are not in the army and hanging around, I can see if the golden tortoise beetle is there and we can bring it back. But I have a couple of other things I want to show you guys first. Aw, thanks guys. Yeah, cheers. I will be streaming. I stream every week at this time, Talia. So I love to connect. Yeah, glad you enjoyed and thanks everybody. Hi, Alex here on Haps. How are you doing? Cool. Okay, so, all right, a couple more things though before we do move on, since the army is moving away. I can bring the tortoise beetle on later if I see one outside. They're going to grow to be double the size that they currently are, and they're currently about 1 inch big. They have these nice horns on the back of their body, which I want to show off too before moving on to another insect. Let me get the focus on too. Oops, wrong direction. It's going to take me some practice to get better at, I think, switching between the focus planes. So very considerable horn. These horns are characteristic for the sphingidae or the sphinx moth or hawk moth family of moths and caterpillars. So the most famous member is probably the tomato hornworm, which people often find on their tomato plants, and they often will also find it covered with the cocoons of parasitic wasps. But there are many other species in the sphingidae family of moths, and this is one of them. And they all have this characteristic tail. So it's a really nice and easy, diagnostic. What am I doing here? Am I zooming in or out? Oh, I just zoomed way in. Okay, there we go. Very nice, easy diagnostic feature. Oh yeah, there's a lot of little spikes on this insect. Yeah, it's very groovy, I suppose. Very, there's a lot going on with the texture and the colors for this insect. So. Also, I think that, I don't know what those little mites are that we see running around on it, but I think that it is I'm guessing they're spider mites because we've had an outbreak of spider mites in the house here. And it's been pretty annoying, but it happens, I guess. Molly, hello. Surely the death head. Oh, yes, you're right, David Howden. The death head is the most famous. It had a movie, although they got the wrong species. Yeah, that one is the most famous. When it comes to the caterpillars, because that's the adult death head hawk moth has the skull on its thorax, and that's really famous from A Silent Lamb. Is that the name of it? That scary movie. But then when it comes to caterpillars, I believe that the tobacco hornworm or tomato hornworm is the most famous one. Yeah. Okay. Silence of the Lambs. Oh yeah, thank you. How much magnification is possible and where are we now? So currently we are at the lowest magnification that I'm able to figure out on this microscope. This is completely the lowest level. I think it goes lower than this. I hope it goes lower than this because I think this is like, so these are 10x and right now it's like 0.07 on the knob here. And then this down here is 0.5. So it's lowering the magnification, those pieces. And I think it goes down a little bit more. I hope it does. I have to figure it out, but it can go way high. Like I can take you higher. I can take us higher, but I don't know that it'll do us any good, but we can try. Here we go. We're going to try for fun. So bear with me. We'll zoom in on this caterpillar and see what we see. So I'm flipping this knob. Also, I think to make it a little easier on the eyes, like so the whole screen doesn't go blurry, I'm going to split the screen like this. All right, so here we go. As I'm zooming in all the way to 4.5x is what it says here. And now I think I have to zoom in closer, I think, with the scope. Yeah. So now we can see the skin of the caterpillar. Wow. The thing is too, it's probably best to use this magnification when we're looking at a still and non-moving specimen. So I'll move over to its tail or its horn, and we can try to take a look at that still part of the insect. Because otherwise, there's too much movement and I can't keep up with it when it comes to focus. This also means when we go closer that I need to turn up the brightness so we can see a little better. It's funny how that works. When you zoom in more, it's really important to increase the light. So now we're looking up close at its skin. You can see tiny little hairs and a bunch of little bumps on there. And we can try to look at the spiracle a little closer too, that orange sliver. Whoops. It's just, I have to make sure I don't drink any coffee before these broadcasts or anything like that so that I can really work at this tiny, every little touch I make makes a huge difference. So here we are at, I don't know what magnification this is, but we can go even farther if you guys want to. I'm going to get the piece that goes on the bottom here that's 2x to replace the 5x piece. Okay, so that's right here. This caterpillar is kind of just sitting there in the light, so I'm going to switch these two and see what that looks like. All right. Actually kind of tricky to do. I'm spinning this the right way. I think I'm not spinning it the right way. Now maybe I'm spinning it the right way. Yes. All right, it's secure. All right, so let's see where we're at now. Wait, Ramon. All right, I have to tell people that I'm broadcasting. Oh, okay. So I think I need to lower this so we can get more zoom. And we'll see what we can do when it comes to focus. It's definitely a challenge. Wow, I cannot get it in focus at all right now. I'm so lost with focus right now. I don't know. I don't know where I am. I guess, should I go down even further, I guess? Let's try that. Right, I think this is working now. Oh wow, but it's not, it's funny how it's not showing up brighter on the scope. Need to find a different subject to look at. Let's try this one. Now I almost have to hold it up higher to get close. Interesting. Wow. So now I'm trying to find some. The working distance is not easy right now. Let's try this. All right. Like I can't get close enough. That's the current challenge. Here. Maybe this will help. It's like almost too close for the ring light now too. But let's see. All right, we have our subject back in view. Wait, is this too zoomed in? This is too zoomed in. Okay. And then now. The broadcast is pixelated? Oh, darn. Well, lost in a bug. How about a penny? Oh, yeah. Penny's going to test it. Well, if it's pixelated, then there we go. But I'll give it a moment and see if it turns back. I'll go get a penny in the meantime. Oh, it's clear again, so that's good. Wow, this is like so much. Let's find the date. How about the date? 8-bit streaming is fun though. Yeah. It's back now, right? I think the image came back. So this hopefully gives you a sense of how zoomed in we are. We're looking at a 7 on a penny. This is a 7 on a penny, which is actually really, really tiny. Oops. And every little move that I make moves everything completely across the screen. Yeah, so that hopefully gives you a sense of how zoomed this goes. It's like super, super zoomed in. I don't know what insect we could look at this magnification, like while it's alive, unless it's a very, very still insect. That's the one tricky thing. But we can have some fun with it, I'm sure. And with preserved specimens, this can be really helpful for looking at slide preparations or maybe some other preserved specimens. I'll try putting a caterpillar in there and seeing what it looks like. Swapping. Swapperoo. All right. Whoa, here's the leaf. Turn the brightness up a bit. And where's the caterpillar? Caterpillar is this the caterpillar? I think this is the caterpillar. Are you the caterpillar? Yes, this is the caterpillar. Wow. Wait, why is it? It's very, wow, the focus is very different from what I see and what the screen sees. So I have to focus it while I look at the screen. At this magnification, I guess. So not that way, I guess. The other way. Or maybe, interesting. I'm a little bit confused. I still have some learning to do, clearly, when it comes to this. Maybe this is where it's because it's two slightly different visual feeds. Maybe when it's this magnified, it doesn't translate as well. Oh, I froze. A scale insect. Yeah, I can definitely find us some scale insects. All right, let's try this one. I'll have to figure out how to move that white balance thing as well. Let's try this one actually. It's definitely a major challenge though to figure out where I am with the bug. I'll have to tier things up ahead of time. All right, too zoomed in, I guess. Zoom on out and see what's going on. Wow, it's still not in focus. You have to move it down or up? Wait, there was the focus. Where's the caterpillar? This is quite difficult. Very difficult. All right, maybe. I like. Is it there? Maybe I should just take the caterpillar. Oh, I found a foot. We found a foot. So I can keep the foot in focus. Darn it. I'm like very nervous about moving it over too much. There's a caterpillar foot. Very, very up close. Wow. That's how close we are, you guys. Make it brighter. There's our caterpillar foot. Woo! Our patience has led us to this caterpillar foot. Yay! And not a pseudo leg. The real deal. How do I move this white balance thing? Maybe White balance. Whoops. Oh, it doesn't look as good now. Or as balanced. Well, let's say it's something like that. I'll just leave it for now. I'll figure that out another time. But we found a foot. I don't know where the foot is. Oh, is it? It is a foot. Oh, I see. I think I see. I think I see. Okay, let's see if we can find an eye while we're here. Wow, this is so difficult. It's so zoomed in. Here are the other feet. The face is right up here. I'm gonna zoom in. Here's the face. Oops. There are the eyes. The eyes of our friend, our caterpillar friend. Oops, darn it. So fragile. All right, let me get the focus back. There they are. They almost look like spider eyes at this magnification. But these are called the stomata, and you can see at least 3 very clear lenses. It looks like there's one that's lower down facing the leaf too. But yeah, what a view. And it's also kind of funny how the eyes, they just look like windows, and they are just kind of fit with all the other bumps. Yeah, I've never seen a caterpillar eye this zoomed in. Let's look at the antenna while we're here. All right. Oops, darn it. So hard to move this. Darn. It's like quite the game. First I'll zoom up. Oh, what's that? I don't know what that eye thing, that black spot is, but it's interesting. We are definitely getting our geek on here. Thank you, David. All right, let's look at the antenna. Zooming into the antenna. Whoa, that edge around the antenna is so weird. You can see all the hair is coming out from the bumps. Super duper. How are you? Oh, yeah. So we are to catch you up. I got this new microscope that goes from like, I don't know, 5x to 180x. And so we are looking way close up at the eye of a caterpillar, the ones that we were looking at earlier. And it's a whole new world. You can see those clear lenses, those clear bumps are the eyes called stomata. And Frank over on Haps is saying, that's a random stick-on googly eye. It does. It looks like a random stick-on googly eye. David's asking over here on Haps. It does look like a stick-on googly eye. What is that? Mystery. I don't know if we are officially at 180x. I need to practice my calculations when it comes to scopes. No, I got pixely again for a moment. All right, everyone freeze and let it come back. Yeah, thanks for the wow award, David. Whoa, wait, is the caterpillar moving now? Or am I moving? It's getting super meta in here. I'm back. Great. All right, I'm zooming back in too. Yeah, I might have to get like here, zooming in to the antenna. So here's the super up close of the other antenna. I'm gonna try and move up so you can see it, the whole thing. Oops. So there it is. I guess that's the antenna. I can't even see what we're looking at with my own eyes when I look at the caterpillar. It's really hard to see. It has to be the antenna. Totes a good googly eye, yeah. We found a new caterpillar part that we need to describe to let science know. We will call it the googly eye that can be found on the caterpillar. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit to kind of recalibrate with what's going on here and what we're looking at. I have to turn the brightness down as we zoom out because I do. So there's the face of our caterpillar friend, who's, thank goodness, staying still. Otherwise, we would not be able to get that close. It was so hard zooming in the first place. So maybe the googly eye is its fake eye. I'm taking a screenshot of this. This view is new to me. I wish that white balance thing was not in the way, but I'm still learning. The caterpillar is a northern apple sphinx moth caterpillar. Northern apple sphinx moth. I will zoom in a little bit more so we get a bigger frame as well for viewing. Yeah. Yeah, here are the feet. These are, let's look at the crochets if we can find them. And then after that, oh, I do have to go in like 5 minutes, but let's take a look at the crochets and let's see. So buckle up your seatbelt as we go and try to find the crochets. Blurriness. Warping back to the pro legs of the caterpillar. Haha. So here are the pro legs in action. You can zoom in on them. This is where caterpillars, this is their sticky feet. I'll turn the brightness up so you can see better. And zoom, oh, other direction. It's taking so much concentration. And let's get some more brightness too. And zoom in more. Let's zoom in more. The Magic School Bus. Yes, welcome to the Magic School Bus. Put your virtual reality glasses on. This way. As we zoom in, warp through to the macro world that surrounds us, that otherwise is fast and small and fleeting. So here, I think there's a spider mite walking by too, that little tiny thing. So yeah, here's the feet. It looks a little out of focus to me. Oh, is our caterpillar moving? Or something's moving? Maybe it's shaking from the house because one of my housemates just opened and closed the door. I bet you that's what's going on. Oh no, you know what's going on? Why it's moving? It's because there's a caterpillar eating nearby. And the eating of the other caterpillar is causing the leaf to rock. Maybe if I poke the other caterpillar, it'll stop eating for now, so we can take a look at this without the shaking. And I'm gonna go like this for a moment too, so that the shaking doesn't fill the whole screen. Oh, spider mite, spider mite. That's a great idea. That's a good idea for a Bugsmith song, although it's not a Bugsmith tune, but oh yeah. Not Georgia this time. She's at the museum. I know that caterpillar is messing everything up, but maybe what we can do is go take a look at the other caterpillar and see. Maybe we can watch it eating. Maybe our brains will be okay with watching a caterpillar eat with this much movement. Zoom back out and turn the brightness down. Here's the back of the caterpillar. Let's find the head. Oh wait, no, wrong caterpillar. Wrong caterpillar. Here's the one that's eating. And messing everything up. So rude. Right, other direction. You can see it's doing the typewriter move, or like the corn on the cob eating sort of back and forth. Ka-ching. Just imagine a little ka-ching at the end as it goes back up to the top. Chomp, 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 ka-ching. Chomp, 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 chomp. Ka-ching! So here it is, caterpillar in action. So the number one job of a caterpillar is to not get eaten and to eat a lot of food, to get a lot of energy so that it can go through metamorphosis and pupate into a moth or a butterfly, in this case, a moth. Yeah, so cute. Yummy indeed. And thanks for the nice view award, David. Yeah, I love watching them eat. And I wonder why its legs are red. I'm guessing its legs are red like that to help break up its body form. All right, let me make the screen bigger now that I have things more in focus. So it is, oops, oh no, it tumbled over. You know why it tumbled over? It tumbled over because it pooped. So let's go take a look at the poop. And maybe when it pooped, the balance of its body completely shifted or something like that. Let's go take a look. Hello, Tash. Welcome. Oh, thanks. Glad you enjoyed. We're about to look at some caterpillar poop, so you came just in time. Came back just in time. So caterpillar poop is called frass. And oops, here is, which direction is focus? This way is focus. Sometimes caterpillar poop can be really beautiful and look like little snowflakes. We'll see if this one has any cool components to it. And the official entomological term for caterpillar poop is frass. So now you guys can sound all smart when you're talking about bugs and use this sophisticated language. There's our beautiful frass. This one isn't actually that remarkable compared to other ones. Wow, it's tasting its frass. I wonder why. Frass, F-R-A-S-S, yes. I wonder why. Maybe it needs to get some like microorganisms from its gut or something like that. I don't know what it's doing, guys. I have no idea what it's doing. I wish that it wasn't so, I wish the video was a little smoother. This might be something that I'll have to look into as I explore using this and streaming from the scope. But it does look like it's hugging its frass. Maybe it's saying, thanks for all the food that you gave me. Goodbye. Or maybe it's wondering, why is this still here? Go away. Because if you think about it, when these caterpillars are in the trees, their frass drops to the ground. So poop can be a really tricky thing for animals to manage because it can give away their location. Oh, maybe the problem is that the frass is still stuck to its butt. Okay, that might be the problem. I'm going to help it out. And, oops, wrong direction. I will help it out and take it off its butt. That is the case, you guys. Here. Flip this around. Our poor little friend has a little, I will help it. So, here we go. Cheers, frass. All right. I think I'm going to wrap up the broadcast now. I do have to go. I have a meeting with someone to talk about the cicada video coming out on eating cicadas. But thanks for joining today. I did want to finish by talking about the poop and saying how poop is very carefully managed in some species in the animal world. Like if you're familiar with sloths are very slow animals. They will climb down a tree just to bury their poop, and then they'll climb back up a tree. So it can be, and then also like birds will package up their baby's poop and fly away with it so that it's far away, so that there's less of an attractant to tell predators that the baby birds are there. So maybe that's why that caterpillar was so disturbed. It was like, my poop is still here, get away. Anyway, yeah, a large dingleberry or frassberry, or I don't know if there's another word we can give in entomology. All right. Oh yeah, sloths are pretty cool. I think I've seen one in the wild once, but I would love to see one up close. Um, all right. Thanks guys for joining today. Cheers from the sibling. Oops, I froze a little bit. Cheers from the sibling caterpillars. Let me turn off presenting. Maybe it'll help the broadcast. We will continue to monitor their growth. Really great to connect with you guys, our newcomers over on Twitch, and I'm looking forward to joining your army. And if you guys have any insect requests for future broadcasts, I do this every Thursday. I also have a Sips and Spiders special series that's on Tuesdays, once a month. And yeah, let me know. All right, butterflies noted. All right, bye everyone. Thanks, David. Thanks, Frank. Thanks, Compliment Army, new friends. Great to have you guys and connect. And I will keep your requests in mind. Cheers. Oops, we have a leaf that fell. All right, I gotta put the babies away. Take care.